Welcome to Treacherous Path. I'm your host, the Fisherman. I was never good at fishing. I bet you I've caught as many fish as I have fingers on my hand. Just not really good at it. But I came across this and I realized that I'm kind of good at fishing. I've got 8 of you and you keep coming back. Now I can't confirm 100% that you're all good. Some of you may be bad following me, and that's possible. But either way, I'm trying to catch you. So good or bad, I hope you stay. I hope you watch my videos. And I will keep making them as long as you keep watching them. That's my promise. So follow me, and I will make you fishers of men. St. Matthew chapter 4, verses 19. Did I catch you today? Well, if I didn't, check this out. Several times in my life, people have come to me and handed me things. The first one to do it is for another story. He was a man that was in World War II. He was in a foxhole, and he was in there with 2 other guys, and both of them died in that foxhole with him, and somehow he made it. So I'll tell you that story one day. But today we're going to talk about God and war. So if you're curious about how God feels about war and battle, there's lots of places in the Bible where it speaks of it. And there's lots of men on this planet that are soldiers. I was one of them. I still consider myself a soldier to death, because you never know when people are going to screw it up, and we're going to have to fight for either our freedom or our religion once again. I believe that to be soon. Romans chapter 13, verse 1. Peter, chapter 2, verse 13. The only biblical basis for not submitting to the government authorities is when the authorities assume the responsibility that belongs only to God. That's happening right now. If a Christian does not submit to government authorities, he must be willing to suffer the consequences without complaint. That would be death. The only way I plan on not submitting is through the Second Amendment. I did take an oath to defend her from all enemies, foreign and domestic. And my oath stands. It always has and it always will. Pray for our military leaders in government. That's here nor there. You got to make the call on that one, because sometimes they're doing the wrong thing. You have to know what God wants in order to make that call. You have to be a truth seeker in order to make that call. You have to know in your heart that you know the truth. Love and pray for our enemies. You do need to pray for the enemies, because we hide behind trees around here. They usually die. Pray for the war will be short with minimal loss of life. I'm not so sure if you want to do that one, because a nuclear war would be the fastest way, believe it or not, with minimal loss of life for a third world war, because everybody thinks that everybody would die in that war. Well, it wouldn't be the case. You would live more than likely in a nuclear war. And then your lifespan would be shortened for many, many reasons, depending on the situation that you were in when it happened. Pray for the innocent and the families who have loved ones in the war. Well, I've seen God go both ways on this too. If you do not have him in your heart, Satan rules this place. So you can pray for him all day long, but I see babies die on the daily. Pray for prisoners of war. Pray for peace following the war. Well, there's always peace following the war because somebody won and then they write history. Pray that God will use this war to bring many people on both sides to saving knowledge of Jesus Christ. Oh man, that's happening anyways. It's almost everywhere. I'm pretty sure everybody on the planet's heard of Jesus Christ by now. If they haven't, then it's fairly soon with AI coming around. There's a lot about war in the Bible, so much so that they've made pamphlets about it. If you want to know the truth, read this book, the Bible. It has all your answers in there. It is hard to do. I've been reading it for 10 years. It is very, very hard to do. It's very hard to understand. That's why you need to get started now. These have been the red letters. My little give to you. But you have to do the rest. And it's one hell of a treacherous path. Good luck. See you tomorrow. Treacherous Path out.